Hello, everybody. Drum Tech Kenny Sharretts here on the road with a on the road tip about how to make your gig better and things you can do to help improve your digital performance when it comes to firing samples and triggers on your drum kit live. We're dealing today with a sample from the song Bulletproof Picasso. We're preparing for the tour and we came across a clap that didn't seem to have quite enough snap. And the front of house guy and the drummer were like, can we get a little more snap out of that? So Ryan Huddleston, my buddy on the crew, our Pro Tools engineer, and myself are working diligently and hard on getting several variations. So I want to show you some of the things we did. Now, the first thing we experienced is that the sample was slow and lopey. It seemed to have a slow response time. It came straight from the album and it had a sweep at the front, almost like a reverse snare. So instead of getting rid of that sweep, we simply shrunk the sweep to help give the sweep into the sound, but make sure we had a quicker attack so Drew has more response in his trigger time. The next thing we did was we added several EQ variations, reducing some of the bass that was in the trigger because it was coming across the PA bassy. A lot of times in the ears it sounded fine, but in the PA it had a little too much thump, and JMO, our front of house engineer, asked us to pull it out a little bit. So we showed 5 different EQs, so our artist has many variations to choose from to find what they like for their ears. We didn't just assume for them. We gave them the option of several options that kind of some personified the highness that JMO was looking for, and some of it retained some of the bassness that Drew was used to hearing and the band was used to hearing when they played. So we didn't shock them or mess with their vibe. You want to make sure everybody's happy and their ears are happy and the sounds are happy and reflect the record. So we have these 5 different EQs where we carve some details out, and then we also did a second set of verb in the D verb where we put a very short verb and then just a little bit more of a verb mixed in at about 10%. You didn't want it too omnipresent. You don't want its sound to change because this is a very, very dry clap on the record. We want it to be a dry clap loud. However, sometimes a little bit of that verb will have that extra tail that sweetens it live as that little high end without changing the sound. It gets eaten up in the mix and all you get is a sweet, sweet clap ready to cut through the crowd like a knife. Stick around for more tips anytime you want, man. Come to my YouTube channel or check out Technic Concepts for more guitar tips, guitar tech tricks, and everything you want, roadie. Solid.